So Mattia and I had so much unreleased content from this project that we decided to do another video, this video. This is going to be a more uncut version of Mattia comparing my impressions of him with his actual pieces. So it's more of our Zoom chat, more talking. I think we covered some really interesting stuff. It was also just a lot of fun. Mattia's a good friend of mine, and it's really fun to chat with him. So hope you enjoyed this video as always, and if you do, you can leave a like and subscribe for more. I have a confession with the action one.
Yeah.
I forgot to add that little counterpoint when I did yours.
Counterpoint?
I realized it like 2 days later.
What do you mean counterpoint?
You know the part that's like ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
I forgot that when I did yours.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
I mean, like, I'm not very confident, to be honest, on what I did. I did try to listen to your music, but you're a bit of a chameleon, you know. And
I pride myself on that.
And it was difficult. I think the action one was probably the simplest one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But the other two, man, I have literally no idea what you did for the mysterious one.
I said it in my video, but I think orchestrating like you is harder than orchestrating like me.
No way.
I feel like you exercise a lot more restraint than I do.
I feel like I'm way more predictable than you in my choices.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't think you're going to be able to guess my mysterious one because you see, but...
I'll be really excited if I'm anywhere close to any of yours. That'll be really cool.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. So that's your impression, right?
Yeah, minus the counterpoint that I forgot.
I mean, you got some stuff. Like, you got the melody on the French horn.
So I used trombone for yours, actually.
That was trombones.
Mm-hmm. Just a single trombone.
I think the main difference is probably, I'll play it for you in a second, is that for something that like this, I wouldn't use percussion as a driving kind of rhythm. You know, you had the snare riding, you know, just kind of, you know, grooving the whole time, which is something I did for your impression, actually, but not for my own. I'll play mine. Oh no, sorry.
I had a feeling you were going to hit the twos on those beats, though. I think that was something I did in the Pitts strings.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I had a feeling you were going to go for the twos.
Sorry, I'll play it again. I had some stuck notes. I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel you there. I like that you added a button in there.
Yeah. I ended both the same way because I didn't know.
I like that you so it sounds to me like you use the strings as the driving percussive force instead of the snare, right?
Yeah, exactly. I had this ostinato thing. Not really an ostinato, I went for the more like classical, in a way, sort of vibe.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah, we did similar when it comes to the runs. I did the exact same kind of... Did you do that in winds too, or just strings at the end?
Yeah, winds and strings.
Yeah. It sounds like you programmed those... so you program those manually, right? Those runs?
Yeah. I've used Marcato in CSS. You know, after the update, they had those playable runs.
Yeah, I'm super lazy. I use Hollywood
I don't
wins.
have it. I would use it. I would have used that if I had it.
Oh, good thing I saved the MP3s because I actually wound up. I guess I deleted one of the Logic sessions by mistake. But I have mine. I have mine for reference. Yeah. So, I did super similar, but I guess we did have somewhat similar arrangements. I just used, like you said, I used snare, I think, for the driving force instead of the strings. Although honestly, I kind of like what you did better with the strings because I think it's more interesting having some movement.
What
like,
did you do with the
melodically.
strings?
For mine?
Yeah, for my impression.
I think I did just a relatively uncreative, like, single note kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just a dun 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 dun.
Oh, man. I did that.
That dun, dun, dun,
Actually.
dun, dun. There's flute carrying some of the ostinato too. I did flute, harp, and strings.
Man, I did that for your impression, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I used an ensemble patch because I thought you would use that.
I did. That, I think, is extremely similar to what I did. This was mine for yours. Oh, I had...
That's cool, though.
Forgot I had the lead in, I think, violas, even though that'd be way too... They would need way more support, realistically. But I think I did that just to double something.
I suppose it's fine, like with the trombones.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like I did not do B flat. Oh yeah, second half I actually had them alternate between like the melody and just carrying triplets.
Yeah.
You know, but I was also a little lazy, so I kind of worked fast through this.
It's so weird.
Yeah, the winds did not sound out too.
What do I have in the winds? I have nothing in the winds.
But I like that you had, I was going to ask you, either whether we use this in the video or not, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
When you're working those triplet string runs that are carrying like the driving force,
Yeah.
do you do note input for that? Or do you, are you actually hearing it or are you kind of working it out slowly?
Yeah, kind of slowly. I use step input and then kind of harmonize it. Because I can't play.
Yeah, because I always have a hard time figuring out like what I'm gonna do for something like that.
That's the thing that was the part that took the longest, because the rest is fine, like the melody and stuff. But some of the things that that I can't physically play is very difficult.
Yeah, especially with like CSS where there's natural delay. It's tough to play that stuff in.
It's quite intricate as well.
Yeah,
like you can't see my screen right now. But it's quite intricate with the harmony and stuff, and I have a lot of clashes.
Oh yeah, no, but I freaking love that stuff.
I have a lot of semitones and things that are tritons and things that are clashing against each other.
Yeah, I think that's a good call too, because you didn't start on the root, because I think that sometimes when I start on the root for an ostinato like that, I feel locked to it.
Yeah.
But starting on like the fifth or the third, I think helps give you a little bit more interest in there.
Wait, did I not
really
start on the root?
Like in other words, you didn't start You started da 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 da. You start on the 5. Just I don't know. I feel like that probably gives you a little more opportunity to wander a bit.
I don't know what.
Yeah, viola's doing the root, right? It's like da 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 da.
I have like this piccato thing in harmony between violas, violin 2 and violin 1, and then like cellos and double basses, pits on beat 2 and 4. I do that like all the time. Like all the time.
That I did do in yours, I think, when I did my impression of yours. I'm pretty sure. It might have been just on the repeat. It was... Oh, I think I did it on 3s. Yeah, I meant to do it on the 2s, but I did it on 3s. I think I did it on the 3s because of the melody. bum,
Yeah,
bum,
yeah, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Well, actually, I tend to do accents on beat 2, and for this one, because the melody starts on beat 2, like, it was like, so I didn't even think about this, to be honest. Like, see? 1, 2. Same here.
Yeah, yeah. I think it still works though. It like kicks the entrance to the melody open.
I don't know. Yeah, it's something I do
justify it.
all the time. I didn't try to be too I didn't want to try and be too predictable.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the. Want to do adventure next?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's cool. It does sound like me, but it didn't go for this kind of vibe.
Damn it! I was gonna say, tell me you put a trill at the end.
No, I didn't.
No, I was hedging my bets you'd do that.
It does sound like me, but I went for a completely different kind of vibe. I went for a more like Williamsy kind of, like Journey to the Island kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Yeah, I get that at the end. That's nice.
Took some liberties.
I didn't know I had my choir open. Huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
And also I changed...
like that you...
Yeah. I went...
Yeah, I think I kept on the root, actually. I did.
So you went back to... What is it? G?
Yeah, I just stayed on the G. I don't think I even pulled up to the A. I think I did.
Ah, cool. I didn't think of that. No, I went with this.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I put the 9th and the major 7th as well. So it's a major 9 chord.
Yeah. Can I hear your wins for that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yours must have taken a long time.
No.
Damn it.
No. Not this one.
3 minutes.
The hard part, as always, is the strings. Because I tend to write these kinds of, intricate lines.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, you're very detail-oriented with this stuff. It shows.
I mean, like, honestly, like, this sketch, like, sounds like something I could have written. So it was super easy to orchestrate.
Lined up with your... Yeah. I felt that way about the mysterious one. I was I felt very aligned with that one.
No, like, not for me. Like, it was way, like, it was out of my comfort zone.
It's kind of funny how that worked. It is... I do notice that, like, depending on the what you're being asked to orchestrate, if it aligns with kind of what you do, it feels way easier. And if it's like the action one is somewhat like I do, but I don't tend to do stuff quite as like marchy.
Yeah.
So like that part challenged me because my tools are so limited for marchy action, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's really cool though. Yeah. Anyway,
should we do the tricky one?
The tricky one. All right, let's see. Do I have yours?
I actually have 2 separate sessions for this because mine is a mess. So I don't know.
I will say, I love the way I did yours.
Yeah. Man, Jesus. That's amazing.
Did I get the Mattia Chiappa low winds?
Yeah. I mean, if I were to do something orchestral, I would definitely do it like that. Like, for sure. It sounds like me.
As soon as I found French horn, I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Sounds like me, yeah. 100%.
It's that, you know, that whole, like, I feel like it has a very Rachmaninoff vibe to it. I don't know
kind
why.
of Bernard
Something about
Herrmann.
lone French horn.
Bernard Herrmann, I think, with the low winds and stuff.
Yeah. The winds are actually carrying the entire harmony for this whole whole thing.
Yeah. You got that.
I was like, that's something Mattia does. And then I think I have pizzicato doubled with cello for the bass.
That's amazing.
And then I did your cello split.
Why did I not do that though?
I learned that from you.
Why did I not do it that way?
What did you do? Now I want to hear what you did. Dude, oh, dude, I freaking love that. I love that.
So I went for a more like lo-fi kind of thing.
Yeah. I like that.
I do.
I really like the kick.
The kit. Like, I have a ton of percussion stuff.
I'm all about that. That gives me a Massive Attack vibe. I feel like I totally see why you did it that way, because it has that darkness to it.
So basically, this is all the percussion. Sorry. Let me mute the bass.
I am such a sucker for those upper strings. Oh my god.
Where's that? The bass guitar.
Little Olafur Arnalds. Do you know Olafur Arnalds?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
reminds me of some of his stuff for Broadchurch.
I don't listen to his music a lot. He did use
Yeah, that's
some,
probably
like,
why I went for Rachmaninoff too as the sound, because I could. There's an overlap between
the chords
like,
are
those
really
styles.
weird in this. How do you interpret them?
I see it as D sharp half diminished.
D sharp.
Right? Sorry.
Like E
Yeah,
flat.
yeah. No, actually, that's or E flat half diminished. Either way. D major 7.
How?
F sharp minor first inversion with a little lead up.
Well, I mean, I've made some notes for myself. Like the first
Like you
one,
see it as that as F sharp minor 6.
minor major 7.
For the third chord or the first chord?
I mean, it has everything actually. This chord, because it has the flat 9th.
Yeah, I saw the G as just a color choice.
Ah, I see.
Like as it not part of the chord but a passing tone.
I see.
Like, because it's like
that last one is really strange, with the A in the bass.
I see that as F sharp minor first inversion.
A sharp minor.
F sharp.
F sharp minor. Yeah, kind of. I do see this whole chunk of music as basically like a big F sharp minor thing with some different bass notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
That's how I see it too. Yeah. Yeah, and then
and then it goes to the fourth, right? To B minor.
It's like same. B minor, E minor, G major,
yeah,
E minor, F sharp sus, B. Yeah, but that's right. He does that. That's really cool.
Really cool.
It's the G natural that makes it all teetery. Because if it was, it'd be more obviously like I think a half diminished thing. But it gives it that that like Phrygian feel.
The G. I mean, like, it's similar to what it does for the first half of the little piece, right? Where he has the major 7 chord with a sharp 11. He's like a Lydian thing.
Yeah.
And then he does the same thing in B. Because he goes to...
Yeah.
Because he goes from this one... sorry, I have to...
Oh, yeah, I forgot he does that.
Sorry, it's here.
Huh. You're right.
It has C sharp, so basically it goes up a semitone. And when he does that, he goes to G, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love that.
Yeah. I like that he at that end he's that like
yeah,
really nice. He's finding really good ways to keep the harmony like refreshed, you know?
Yeah. It's really cool. I love this.
Yeah, this one is really fun. I've actually never used French horn the way I used it in yours, but now I'm going to.
Like for... What did you do? I can't remember exactly.
I use it as the melody, but just like a really piano melody.
I see, I see.
You almost don't even hear that it's French horn until here.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Like,
yeah, it's just like... I don't... Actually, it's funny because when I look at what I did, all of the melody and harmony are articulated through just the low winds and the horn. Like it's sometimes I use the piano roll for a frame of reference, and as I'm looking at it, that's everything. So pretty much just use the winds and horn for melody and harmony, and then I think I use the strings mostly for movement.
I see. So no percussion at all.
Nope. No, just harp. Just harp articulating with I think they're running with the violas, if I remember right. Yeah. Just that. And I literally copy-pasted.
Yeah.
Because it was easier for this one.
I mean, I had like I would do it that way if I were to do it to do something orchestral. I would do it that way, but I still think I would kind of move it up the octave and do something more along the lines to what I did in my actual one with different instruments. So basically, what I think, let me see.
When you say up the octave, what would you move up the octave?
I would do the arpeggio like up an octave on violin 1 and do like a counter, like in contrary motion, and arpeggio on something else like viola, like I did essentially mine. No, this is not the right instruments.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Like
now.
this one.
So you'd move the main up the octave, and then you'd do a counter in the lower? I see.
I was just to give it a little bit more movement, a little bit more interest.
Yeah. You made it even more complex, too. Oh, sorry, it's this.
let me show you. So I have this on guitar. And then I have this on piano. And actually, I do have like an additional counter one, slower on bass. I still think I would do something like this, but like with the orchestra, obviously with different instruments.
That's what would I probably do for the bass. I think I would do very similar if I was doing it that arrangement. I think my bass would probably be less active. I'd probably be boo doop, doo doop, doo doop, boo doop, and I would probably have piano actually just hold.
I do have that actually. I do have like a really low piano. Ah no, that's a different one. What is that even?
I hear your vinyl. Is that the vinyl plugin?
Yeah.
I know exactly what that is.
No, I think I got rid of it.
This is how I would do my piano like this. Because I think I covered it all. Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I would cover, the ostinato in the second part of my right hand.
Yeah.
And then the melody in the pinky.
I don't think I have any arpeggiation. Ah, no, I do have something super low.
Or you could even do the whole thing minus the bass. Like pianistically, I'm just thinking you could actually have,
Yeah, that's what I did. I did it without the bass. I originally had the bass, but I actually gave the bass to a contra bassoon.
Oh, cool. Is this mine?
No.
Oh. I think I would probably... I use a bass clarinet for that stuff. Noir stuff.
Is there? No, I don't have it. I think I did try something on the bass clarinet. Yes, I do have a bass clarinet as well, actually.
Oh, do you?
No, I don't.
I used, for mine, I think I did bass clarinet doing the bass, right? Really quietly, yeah. Just doubling cello.
I love it.
Just really like there's something not sinister, but just dark about bass clarinet.
I love it. I use it all the time.
I just love it. Oh, didn't it go down the B?
Oh, you're doing this voicing.
I'm doing your voicing, man. That's the Mattia voicing.
Yeah.
I literally borrowed that from you.
You got that right.
Yeah, because you said that you split, I think you told me, or you said in a video that you like to split the cellos for that kind of thing.
Yeah. I would have cellos like this, and then...
Yep. Bass.
The bass
yeah,
on the
that's
top.
exactly what I did.
Or, if you're doing first inversion, exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and do you split cellos because they got more body to it than violas? Or because of the number of players, or both?
Yeah, because violas down there tend to be a little bit nasal.
Yeah.
And it's a good interval as well, like sixths in general. They tend to have a bite.
If you were layering violas with this, would you just have violas do the B? Like a B an octave up?
It depends.
Or the F sharp?
It depends. Sometimes I would have them divisi, playing this, F sharp and B.
Mm-hmm.
Or even just F sharp. It depends on like how thick I want this to be. If I want it really thick, actually, I would fill out all the chord tones with other instruments as well. I would do bassoons in octaves, playing, the two Bs essentially.
Yep.
And then cellos doing this, and then violas like so, and then violin 2 playing the major seventh and the ninth.
Are you doing interlocking voicings for low stuff, or is it stacked?
What do you mean?
Like, did you say that you're having...
Yeah, interlocking.
They're interlocking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I do that for wins a lot. I'll interlock voicings. I don't remember if I did for this, though. Oh, yeah, no, Ooh. I like what I did. I had I guess this makes sense. Yeah, I had the clarinet take the top voicing, and the bass clarinet take the bottom voicing, and the bassoon take the middle two voicings. Oh, what is that? That's enclosure?
What did you
do?
I
did enclosure
what did
for
you do
mine.
again?
Man, this is badass looking. I did, I forgot what I did. I had, so clarinets and bass clarinet are taking... They're taking the top and lowest voicing.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And then bassoon's taking the middle two. Like that.
That's amazing.
I think I must have done that because maybe the horn playing the melody and the bassoon just below it maybe was...
Oh, you're giving me
a little
ideas.
too prominent.
I don't normally do it like this, but you're giving me ideas. That sounds way cooler than the way I do it.
Dude. I don't usually do it like this either.
That sounds way cooler, because normally I have the bass clarinet doubling essentially the lowest notes that I have on bassoons. Yeah, but you split them up. Yeah, and it has a like a much more raspy kind of quality. You know.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I figured I had the support because I had the cello doing the bass as well. So I felt like bass clarinet was properly supported. I think I had swapped the voicings with the bassoon, and having the bassoon right adjacent to the horn was like too distracting in that register, because that's da 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 dum. It's not like crazy high for a bassoon, but it is like sing-songy. Mm-hmm. Whereas it's lower in the clarinet range, so I felt like it sort of buried it a little bit. Yeah. Now everything sounds dark, you know?
I mean, like, generally speaking, normally I would either... Like, I use a lot of... I do a lot of unison doublings. If I want something to be... If I want something to be a little bit more, like, thin in general, I tend to use, like... cellos and bassoons and a bass clarinet if I'm using one, like literally in unison. Yeah. Or if I want something that is a little bit thicker, I will use it the way I said before, you know, kind of interlocking. The bassoons interlocking with the cellos, but going lower than the cellos.
Oh.
So basically
yeah. I think I don't mix instrument sections enough for shared roles. I did a little bit with this, but like I don't think to do that like cellos and bassoons carrying harmony. I always tend to think like, oh, you know, like low winds will carry harmony or low strings will carry harmony, but mixing sections do you do that does your color preference define that choice, or is it about like what's available to you based on what else you've used in the piece?
So you basically use one or the other, is that what you're saying?
That's what I tend to do, but I like what you're saying about mixing.
I mix them
registers
up like all the time, and I sneak in some additional notes. Like if I'm, for example, if I want to do, I don't know, let's say like a sharp. Let's say I have the same chord, right, like this. Mm-hmm. If I want a little bit of bite, I might give the sharp 11th to somebody else, like a viola. Or like a clarinet. For a split second, maybe, doing something like this.
You give that to which instrument? A bass clarinet?
Either a clarinet or a viola. Or maybe like cellos divisi as well. Just doing this.
So for that kind of a... So I understand what you're saying. So as opposed to just having... you're having the F sharp sustained.
So basically, what I'm saying is that somebody would be playing the regular chord, right? And somebody
Yep.
else would be just adding that spiciness just for a brief
Yeah.
moment. So maybe I would use the cellos, just either the cellos just, you know, holding that chord and a clarinet doing this, or going down, or on the other way around, maybe just bassoon holding the chord and then the cellos just for a
I understand.
split on the...
And so using a different section because that's going to be more distinct out of that texture.
No, it's just because it's a little bit lighter. That's all. Because if I'm doubling, like it's gonna be very quite. Maybe it might be a little bit more distracting. So if I want something a little bit lighter, I'm just literally gonna use one voice. I use like French horns a lot for this.
Yeah. That I will do. Yeah, have French horn carry some of the clash because it pops out, but not in an annoying way.
Yeah, exactly.
Even trombones, I think, can do it in certain contexts, but it depends on what they're clashing against.
I'm not good with trombones. I don't know how to use them.
Trombones, I think I have 3 libraries that I bounce around with because I really like Cinebrass has a mellow ensemble long that are pretty good if you use expression.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's way more tame, I find, than like using. I like Cinemax Studio Series, but sometimes
That's not right.
It's just a little. It doesn't have the warmth as much, you know.
Yeah.
So like I'll use. These almost sound like horns, honestly.
They
like,
all
they're so
sound very
close, but
soupy though.
Very scoopy.
Like soupy, like
Soup. Yeah.
like
I know.
like all of them. It doesn't sound
Like all
like
of
that
them.
with a real orchestra. Like, it literally doesn't.
I know.
I don't know why
It's
that
usually
is.
an approximation of the two. These are the mellow ensemble, and then they have these that I think are brassier, but a little more trombone-y, but
I actually use bassoons for that. That sounds so American.
I would too. I'm very, 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 very lazy with trombones. Like, stupidly lazy.
Let me see.
It takes me a long time to like figure out like what are the trombones gonna do here. Honestly, too, man, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think people have different orchestration preferences, and that's part of what makes the sound.
Sure.
You know,
I
like
mean, there's no right or wrong.